Hi everybody, it's Boris, and yes, I've been quite quiet through the winter because I was very busy. And also another big reason is this method, Ruth Stout method, really works for me, which means it reduces the amount of work on an absolute minimum. All I have to do during the winter is just keep the garden clean from annuals and dead plants. That is literally all you have to do if you've applied mulching in the late autumn. So if I'm completely honest, I just have to invest another few hours, just cut another few plants, and the garden is ready for the next season. So let's just take a quick tour and see what's happening now. As you can see, everything is quiet and everything is pretty well managed. This is not something I would normally say because I always expect more for myself, but I am quite happy with what I've done in the last 3 years on this plot. Obviously everything is covered. This is not a science again, I'm just imitating what nature is doing anyway. And if I choose random place to lift the mulch, I will show you how it looks inside. Okay, so yes, the slugs are waking up, and I did say I will record a video just about the slugs when the time is right. So they're not concerned, at least on this plot, but I'll talk about it in more details. As you can see here, the mulch is quite thick, and when we get to the ground level, the soil level, you can see a lot of wildlife and a lot of activity. So all these creatures are working for me, decomposing the mulch and turning it into the compost or food for plants. Now, there is something else I want to do on this plot, but I don't have the idea. I want to get rid of these boring straight lines and just create something wavy, something more artistic. But I'll just keep it as it is for now until I get a good idea. So leeks, they haven't been really successful, probably not the best batch of seeds, but yes, I can still use them in the kitchen and cook. Everything is full of hay, and pretty much 95% of my plot is mulched. Those 5% belong to the pots, which is fine. You can also mulch the pots as well, but I haven't done it. Sorry, I haven't done it for now, just to have more mulch on the plot itself. So the winter was quite strong. It killed quite a few plants, such as this verbena, and all I will do with this plant is just cut it and put it down to decompose. The shed is still standing there, and yes, as I said, another few hours of work, maybe 2-3 maximum. All these patches, so I had a big cosmos plant here last year. A lot of mulch has been decomposed already, as evident here. This is the old stem from the year before, and this is also decomposed mulch, which is full of nutrients for the plants. All these weeds, even though this is not weed, this is edible plant, but if you decide to pull them out, you do not need composting heap. All you have to do is just put them on top of the mulch, root facing up, so it dries out, and this plant will become mulch itself. Now all this mess belongs to blackbirds because they are digging the worms and slugs. So this is kind of, permacultural approach when the whole ecological system is working together on the plot, and that's exactly what I want. It is late afternoon, the sun is falling down, and the place is just magical. It's very quiet, very peaceful, very serene. And yes, as I said, I'm quite happy. 90% or 95% of the plot is ready for the next season. Okay, let's lift the mulch here and see what's happening here just below. Okay, so a lot of activity, a lot of worms, a lot of creatures. Look at this. I simply love them, and this is exact place where they should be. Okay. This is the old Swiss chard, probably last year or year before. It's full of wood lice, everything is decomposing, and everything is going back to the soil. Now, Ruth Stout said that why should we use manure instead of organic materials? Because horses or cows took all the best elements from the plants, so basically you just get the waste. While in case if you mulch, then all these elements, chemical elements, will feed your soil. You don't lose anything. You can definitely use as many biomaterials as you want. Just make sure that the plant that you want to put into your garden is not allelopathic. And allelopathy is the property of the plant to contain the chemicals which will prevent other plants from growing, such as conifers and oak. So just make sure whatever you put into the mulch will basically support growth, not reduce it. Here we have also a good example of last year's plants. This is the old Swiss chard and spinach, and this is some kind of a mint. Everything is chopped up into small pieces. The only reason is just so I can handle them easily and put down as a mulch. Everything goes back to the soil. I don't have the composting heap on this garden because I don't need it. The main idea about the method is I want to reduce the work, not increase it, because I have a busy life and I want to enjoy my gardening, not stress about it, and just put things to do on the list. And as I said, very quick video today, just to basically say hi and show you around. I'll speak to you soon.